above all people.
What the Lord said?
Above all people.
But now we're in a lower state. This is hell according to the Bible. Hell is called a lower state.
That's right.
Because we don't own nothing here in America.
Right.
We are servants. You look around the city of Raleigh, you know, most of our people are doing these service jobs. We pick up your trash on Fridays, right? I guarantee you will catch another nation of people when this parade or festival ends. They're going to be so-called blacks and Hispanic doing the cleaning after this event here, right? Because we don't own anything, because we are in a lower state, because we fell from our God. We stopped following the law, statute, and commandments. Today is the Sabbath day. There is no bond or no selling. So if you bought or sold something today, guess what? The Most High can put you to death right now.
That's right.
And he judged the wicked and the righteous, right? Because we just lost a fallen soldier, man. This brother was so righteous.
That's right.
Right? So the Lord judged the wicked and the righteous. Read that, King.
We're coming from the book of 1 John, chapter 3, verse 4.
So anyone who don't know what sin is, open up your ears and listen. This is sin. Read.
Whosoever committeth sin, transgresseth also the law.
What the Lord said?
Whosoever committeth sin, transgresseth also the law.
Read.
For sin.
For what?
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 For sin
Read.
is the transgression of the law.
So sin is just a transgression of God's laws. If you wasn't given the laws, you cannot sin. Sin is just a transgression of God's laws, right? And the only people that was given the laws were the Israelites when Moses came down from Mount Sinai.
That's
You think a wise man like Moses was up 40 days and 40 nights and only got 10 commandments?
Wake them up.
You can teach a 5-year-old 10 commandments in 2 days.
That's right.
Right? He gave us laws, statutes, and commandments. He gave us high holy days. He gave us dietary laws. He gave us ceremonial laws. He gave us laws that we must follow as a people. You so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, you are God's chosen people.
Right.
And we are here to break them strongholds, to break that Christianity stronghold down, to break that Catholicism, that Baptist, because white men invented religion. The Most High God gave his people laws, statutes, and commandments, right? Give me, got some more? Read that.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 20, verse 8. Remember the Sabbath day.
What the Lord say?
Remember the Sabbath day.
Go out and have a festival.
Remember the Sabbath day.
Go out and buy and sell.
Remember the Sabbath
The
day.
Lord said, remember the Sabbath day. Read.
To keep it holy.
To do what?
To keep it
So
holy.
today you cannot buy or sell. If you buy and sell today, you committed sin according to the Bible.
That's right.
Because the so-called Edomites, the other nation of people, they changed the Most High holy day from from the Sabbath day, Saturday, until Sunday. Right? Read.
Verse 9. 6 days shalt thou labor
Read.
and do all thy work. Verse 10. But the seventh day.
But the what?
But the seventh day.
But the what?
But the seventh day
Read.
is the Sabbath of the Most High thy God.
Read.
In it thou shalt not do any work.
What the Lord say?
In it thou shalt not do any work.
Read.
Thou, nor thy son, nor thy daughter, thy manservants, nor thy maidservants, nor thy cattle, nor thy stranger that is within thy gates.
So today there is no buying, no selling, no working. Today is the Sabbath day. Give me got some more there? Give me Malachi 3 and 6. Read that, kid.
We're coming from the book of Deuteronomy,
Read.
chapter 4, verse 5. Behold, I have taught you statutes.
Did what?
I have taught you statutes.
No religion.
I have taught you statutes.
No, to go to church.
I have taught you statutes.
Read.
And judgment.
And what?
And judgment.
Read.
Even as the Lord my God commanded me, that ye should do so in the land whether you go to possess it. Keep therefore and do them.
Do what?
Keep therefore and do them.
Don't just believe.
Keep therefore and do
Don't
them.
think about it.
Keep therefore and do
The
them.
Lord says, so therefore keep the laws, statutes, and commandments and do them. Right? Read.
For this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nations. We shall hear all these statutes and say,
Surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people.
So this great nation, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man, you a wise and great people.
That's right.
But they got us at the bottom here in America because we have turned away from our nationalities. We have turned away from serving the Most High God, Yahawa, our power. Now we all inside these churches, right? And they got the heathens up here turning up their music. But the word of the Lord is still gonna go out.
That's right.
Right? This word is like, it's piercing their soul, man. These demons out here, and they can't understand, you know, the words of God because they wasn't given the laws, man. They don't serve the Most High God. They serve Cesare Borgia, an image of the Most High God. Read that, King.
This is the book of Malachi, chapter 3, verse 6.
Bring it out.
For I am the Most High, I change not.
What's the Lord say?
For I am the Most High, I change not.
No, he changed the Sabbath day.
I change not.
No, he changed, he said that the laws are done away with.
I change not.
Right, so the day of the Sabbath day, right? If you bind and selling the day, you committing sin. And your other nations, y'all wasn't given the laws, right? So you can't sin. That's why the Lord said this.
Therefore, ye sons of Jacob are not consumed.
We're not consumed because we turn back to our power. Yahawa Bahashim, Yahawahshi. Read.
Verse 7. Even from the days of your father, ye are gone away from my ordinance.
Hey, sisters, go hear the words of God, sisters. Come hear the words of God. Y'all believe in God? Come hear the words of God. Find out who you are in these last days. We out here for you, sister. What's your nationality, sister? Right? What's your nationality? We are here for y'all. You know, America about to be destroyed by thermonuclear fire.
That's right.
This place is about to burn, baby, burn.
That's right.
Right? Read, King.
Ye are gone away from my ordinances and have not kept them.
You did what?
And have not kept them.
So we trying to bid our people back to the marriage and let you know your nationality is. Let you know that the day of the Sabbath day. Let you know you got high holy days. Let you know you must turn back to Yahawa, your power in these last days, or you will be destroyed.
That's right.
There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Right? And that day you're not going to be able to say, well, I didn't know, Lord. Right? The worst thing you can hear from the Lord is, get away from me, you evil and wicked servant. Right? I never knew you. Right? That's more bad news than your boss calling you, telling you that you fired. Right? That's worse news than, you know, your best friend died. Right? When the Lord tells you, get away from me because I never knew you. And y'all teaching y'all children all this Catholicism and this Christianity, right? Crackianity, because the Most High God gave us law, statute, and commandments. He didn't give us no religion. And there's nothing inside those church houses.
That's right.
But wicked and evil spirits. And the only thing the pastor pork chop want is that dollar. They preach, we teach. There's a big difference. We have no collection plate up here. We're not asking for no money. We're reading the same Bible that your pastor has on his pulpit. He only reading one scripture. Right? The Lord said, line upon line, precept upon precept, here a little, there a little. Right? They read one scripture, like John 3:16, and the whole world know that scripture. Hey, what did John 3:16 say? Y'all know what John 3:16 say? You don't know John 3:16? I know you don't. All praises, all praises. It wasn't meant for you. They don't even know John 3:16.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So, you know this world is about done. Read that, King.
Return unto me.
What the Lord say?
Return unto me.
Read.
And I will return unto you.
And he'll return unto you. Read.
Said the Most High of hosts.
Said who?
The Most High of hosts.
No, Jesus.
The Most High of hosts.
Right?
But ye said, wherein shall we return? Verse 8. Will a man rob Yahawa?
Will a man rob God? That's all these churches are doing. Right? They go and telling you that the laws are done away with. Right? You can come as you are. Right? You can be a homosexual inside the church. You can smoke cigarettes and defile your temple. You can shop on the Sabbath day. The pastor let you. That's why Christianity is the easiest religion to follow.
That's right.
Because you don't have to do nothing. Only thing you have to do is go to church and believe and thinking you're going to make the kingdom. I got a question for anybody who want to come up. How many gates there is in the kingdom? That's my question for the day. Hey, Esau, how many gates in the kingdom of heaven? With the hat on, gold shirt. Right? They docile, man. There's no more men. America has made the man effeminate and they make the women, they masculine the women.
That's right.
That's what America does. Everything is backwards here in America, right? We spiritual Sodom and Gomorrah, like the Bible says, right? Read again.
Verse 8. Will a man rob Yahawa?
Will you rob God? Read.
Yet ye have robbed me.
You have robbed me. Read.
But ye say, wherein have we robbed thee?
Where have we robbed thee, setting up these wicked churches, these 501c3 churches, teaching you that the Sabbath day is Sunday, teaching you that the laws are done away with, teaching you that they teaching you celebrate Easter and Christmas opposed to the high holy days, right? Y'all believe in the Lord? What's the Lord name? Jehovah, Yahweh, right? At least you didn't say Jesus, Esau, right? At least you didn't say Jesus, right? Y'all believe in Jesus? Right? He said Yahawa. He might, I don't know, the brother's spirit, he got a beard on his face, you know, through the spirit, man, he might be. He got this, he keep the beard long. You might be an Israelite, brother. You might be. What's your father? What's your father? So-called white man? Your father? All right, yeah, Esau. You'll be an Edomite according to the Bible. See, we must come in here and teach people what the Most High God called you according to the Bible. Right? It's time to stop playing games out here. The Most High God didn't call you white or black. Those are crayon colors invented by a man named Walter Pleckler in 1924 when they passed the Racial Integrity Act. You had all the nations of people over here. You had the Hispanics. You had the so-called Negro. You had the so-called Native American. You had the Puerto Ricans, Dominicans. And what did Esau say? Esau said, we need the purebloods. So they said, if you're not black or you're not white, no, you're not black, all you Hispanics and Native Americans and Negro, now you just black. Right? Read, King.
This is the book of Numbers, chapter 1, verse 18.
So we're going to find out if there's such thing as mixed race, because there's no such thing as a mixed race. Right? Read.
Verse 18. And they assembled all the congregation together on the first day.
On the what?
On the first day.
Read.
In the second month. And they declared their pedigrees after their families.
After the families. Read.
By the house of their fathers.
So your mother.
Of their fathers.
Your grandmother.
Of their fathers.
So you are who your father is according to the Bible.
According to the number of the names from 20 years old and upward by their polls.
Go ahead, the words of God, brother. We are here to save your life, man. You ain't got long here in America, man. America's about to be destroyed. Hey, y'all believe America's about to be destroyed? Right? They don't believe, man, because they don't believe in God. They believe in God, but not according to knowledge. Right? Because Edomite wasn't given the law. The Lord said, what have you done to declare my statutes? Right? Talking to these other nations. Because the Most High God made 18 nations, going back to what I was saying, piggybacking off that. Right? He didn't make no so-called Puerto Rican, Dominican, you know, black, Chinese, right? The Lord made 18 nations, and when you read in the Bible, if you study about the nations, you will see yourself in this Bible. That's the only thing we're trying to do. We're trying to get our people to see themselves in this Bible. Hey, brother, you believe in the words of God, brother? You believe in the Bible? You believe in the Bible, brother? You believe in the Bible? What's your nationality according to the Bible? Your nationality according to the Bible.
What nation you come from?
Venezuela, right? You see yourself on this sign right here? Can you see yourself on this sign right here? On this sign right here. See that? Right here. You see yourself on that sign? Where you be from? Because we're looking for these people, man. Right? You want to be a so-called Asher, Chile, Argentina to Chile? Right. So you'll be an Israelite, right? From the tribe of Asher. Did you know that? So when you read the Bible, you're going to see Asher. You're not going to see Venezuela, right? You know what they did to Venezuela, man? You know what's going on in Venezuela, right? You can go to Venezuela right now and fill up your car for 8 cents, right? But you want to buy a pack of gum or some essentials like rice, toilet paper, those things gonna cost you like $20, right? For a pack of rice. So the white man have infiltrated Venezuela too, man. We are here teaching our people, you must wake up in these last days and turn back to the law, statute, and commandments of the Bible. How many laws there are according to the God? What they teach? What they teach you? How many commandments are there? Oh, look. Okay, little Spanish. All right, bro. But you'll be an Israelite. Say it one time. Say you're an Israelite. If anybody ever asks you again, say I'm an Israelite. 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 All praises, brother. All praises. Me and Manos. Right? Get the brother a flyer, man. Yeah, you got him in Spanish too? All praises, man. All praises. Right? You got some more on that, King?
We're coming from the book of Hebrews, chapter 13, verse 8.
Read.
Yahawahshi Mashiach, the same yesterday and today and forever.
Read it for edification purpose, like it's written.
We're coming from the book of Hebrews, chapter 13, verse 8.
Read.
Jesus Christ.
Who?
Jesus Christ.
Okay.
The same yesterday.
Same yesterday.
And today.
And today.
And forever.
And forever. So how have the laws changed? Right? Who said the laws are done away with? Who changed the Sabbath day from Friday sundown to Saturday sundown to Sunday? And even on even if y'all Sabbath day was Sunday, you still don't keep that. The pastor, they got an ATM inside the church for one, and then for two, right? The pastor, right? They selling barbecue plates in the back for $7.50, right? And then when you leave, y'all ain't going with but go to Corral, right? Go to Corral, one of these steak houses, spending money, buying and selling, even if that was your Sabbath day, right? Hey, sisters, what's your nationality according to the Bible? Y'all believe in the Bible? Y'all believe in Jesus? What, you Hispanics? Right? So you see yourself on this sign right here? You see yourself on that sign? Right? What will you be? What will you be on this sign? Like on your right hand side is what America calls you. On your left hand side, you will find these terms in the Bible. Your God call you. So-called Mexican. You be from the tribe of Issachar. You see that? You ever heard the 12 tribes? You ever heard the Israelites in the Bible? So you believe in the Bible, you go to church, and you never heard the word Israel. Okay, so that would make us Israelites. We are the sons of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Your forefather was named Issachar. That's a real person, right? Issachar, right? You're not Hispanic. That's the property of Spain. You're not the property of Spain, right? No, you're not the property of Spain. Hispanic just means property of Spain. You're not the property of Spain. You're a child of the Most High God.
That's right.
Right, so you'll be you know what Mexican means? Right? You know what Issachar means in Hebrew? He that is hired. Now who works harder than the so-called Mexicans? No one, right? Right? We built this place, so-called Negro, and y'all renovated it. Right? So no one works harder than the so-called Hispanics. But you're not Hispanic or Mexican. You'll be an Israelite from the tribe of Issachar. That's your biblical nationality. That's what the Most High God calls you. So the next time somebody asks you what's your nationality, what you gonna say?
That's right.
That's right. All praises. All praises. You got a flyer? Yeah. Follow the flyers. The brothers will be out here at this spot. If you got some more time, come back. You know, I know y'all probably, but the Sabbath day as well. You ever heard that before? Right? I don't want to tackle it now, but you know, I see that cross on your neck. Right? You know that's a graven image. Right? Because you got a brother, a sister, right? What if your sister, somebody beat your sister to death with a bat, right? And she died. Now, would you go get a bat made and wear around your neck? So they crucified our Lord on that cross. They was crucifying the Israelites way before Christ. They killed over hundreds of thousands of Israelites, crucified them on that cross. But that cross is really a T for the son Tammuz, Semiramis, and Nimrod, right? So that cross does nothing for our people. Y'all probably Catholicism, huh? So the Catholic Church. Yeah, we got a break there. They got that big statue down there in Rio de Janeiro, right? They got that big statue of Jesus Christ, right? So how can a man be named Jesus Christ, right? Jesus Christ wrote this earth 2,000 years ago, right? The letter J was just invented, right? Give me Deuteronomy 7:6. Got one more for you, sister. This is what the Lord thinks about y'all, right? So do some research. You know, you're an Israelite from the tribe of Issachar, right? Read this, King.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7, verse 6.
What's your name, sister? Maria? Maria? Aurelia? Amelia. Hey, sister, you can take the mask off, sister. The Most High God got us. Ahilia. Okay, read that.
Deuteronomy 7:6.
Read.
For thou art a holy people.
What's Ahilia? Ahilia? What's Ahilia?
For thou art a holy people.
Read.
Unto the Lord thy God.
Unto who?
The Lord thy God.
Read.
The Lord thy God has chosen thee.
He did what to her?
Has chosen thee.
Read.
To be a special
No,
people.
they're just anybody.
To be a special
You
people.
know the Mexicans are just ordinary.
To be a special people.
Read.
Unto himself. Above all people.
No, they below.
Above all people.
No, they equal. They not equal to.
Above all people.
Read.
That are upon the face of the earth.
So these people on this sign right here, the 12 tribes of Israel, which is Jacob's 12 sons, these are real men. The Lord said these people are above all people that's on the face of this earth.
That's right.
Right? So that's what we have to teach our people to turn back to their nationality, right? And break them strongholds. So when you get home, you gotta, you see the men that here got crosses on? We don't wear that. We don't wear that cross. That's what your pastor told you to wear, right? So you gotta, hey, it's not doing nothing for you. Now that you know you're an Israelite, one more, give me 10 and 12. Give me 10 and 12. 10 and 12. Now that you know you're an Israelite, one more, I got one more. Now you know you're an Israelite, right? From the tribe of Issachar, right? Deuteronomy 10 and 12. Yeah, Deuteronomy 10 and 12. Right? Now that you know you're an Israelite, right, there's some things you must do. Because contrary to popular belief, the Most High God is not coming for everybody. I know the only thing they read in the church is John 3:16. People run with that, with no context. Because you got to find out who is the world. There's etymology to all words. You got to find out who is the world. Because even in America, right, you got what? The Sea World, Sports World, you know, the world of entertainment, right? Read that, King.
We're coming from the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 10, verse
12. And now, Israel, what doth the Lord thy God require of thee? So now you know you're an Israelite, read. But to fear the Most Higher power. To do what? To fear the Most Higher power. To walk in all his ways. And to love him. And to serve the Lord thy God with all thy heart. What? To serve the Lord thy God with all thy heart. Your heart is your mind according to the Bible. When they say heart, you know a lot of people say, well, the Lord know my heart. He's talking about your mind. He knows your mind. And with all thy soul, to keep the commandments. To keep the commandments. To keep the commandments of the Most High and his statutes, which I commanded thee this day for thy good. For thy good. Read that, brother.
This is the book of John, chapter 8, verse 32.
Read.
And ye shall know the truth.
What's she gonna know?
And ye shall know the truth.
Now she knows she's a tribe of Issachar.
And ye shall know the truth.
Read.
And the truth shall make you free.
Truth shall make you free, right? So when you go home and you read the Bible, when you see Issachar, he's talking about your people, right? That's your biblical nationality. So when somebody else asks you what's your nationality, what you gonna say? You're an Israelite from the tribe of Issachar. All praises, sister. All praises. All praises, sister. We love you, sister.
Love you.
All praises, sister. All praises. Right? Give me Matthew 24:6. So we only out here for the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. You'll be God's chosen people in these last days, and you must turn back to the law, statute, and commandments in these last days. Right? The Lord is not playing with America. America's sins have reached up to heaven, and the Lord has remembered and judged this wicked place. Right? What you got? Read that.
We're coming from the book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 6.
Read.
And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet.
What the Lord said? But the end is not yet. So you're going to hear wars and rumors of wars, right? There's nothing but wickedness and folliness going on over there, man. For one, because the day of the Sabbath day, there's no buying and selling, and our people mix and mingling with these other nations of people, man, right? They only turn their music up because the spirit is on those wicked people, man, right? That's the only reason they turn the music up, because the spirit is on those wicked people. Hey, go hear the words of God, brother. Gotta get... I don't know about that. Read that, King.
This is the book of Isaiah.
What's going on, King? What's your nationality, man? Come talk to us, brother. Trying to save your life today, man. What's your nationality, then? At least tell me that. Right? You know, our people are proud, man. You know, we got some proud people. But we got love on it, though. Hey, they don't know. right? But they're gonna find out today, though. They're gonna find out today. Hey, brother, you'll be an Israelite, brother, probably from the tribe of Judah or Gad, brother, right? Read that, King.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 58, verse 1.
Read out.
Cry aloud, spare not.
What the Lord say?
Cry aloud, spare not.
Read.
Lift up thy voice like a
The
trumpet.
Lord commanded us to come out into the highways and byways and cry aloud, spare not. We really don't care about your feelings. We really don't care about how you feel. We're just trying to be respectful, right, to our own people. The Lord said he really don't care about how you feel, though. Read.
It showed my people their transgression.
No, all people.
My
The
people.
Lord said, my people, same as he commanded Moses to go tell Pharaoh to let my people go. Read.
Their transgression.
There's what?
Their transgression.
Uh-huh.
In the house of Jacob.
Uh-huh.
Their sin.
Their sin. And this is the house of Jacob, right? The house of Jacob, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. From the tribe of Judah all the way down to Naphtali, right? That's the house of Jacob. Read that, King.
We're coming from the book of Amos,
Read.
chapter 9, verse 10.
Uh-huh.
All the sinners of my people, all the sinners of my people shall die
Shall what?
shall die by the sword.
So all the sinners of his people shall die by the sword, right? You won't hear that in your Christian church because they busy preaching that prosperity teaching, right? What's going on, brother? What's your nationality? What's your nationality, King? Jamaican, right? You see yourself on this sign right here? You see yourself on this sign, right? Where will you be on that sign? Now on the right hand side is what America calls you. On the left hand side would be your biblical nationality, right? You ever ask yourself what's people in Jamaica doing? Why they oppressed and in a downtrodden state in Jamaica, right? You ever ask yourself that? How long you been in America? Was you born here? Right? Your parents born here, or they migrated came up from Jamaica? Right? You ever ask why we in this low state? You ever go home to Jamaica, right? You know, hey, Jamaica is rough, man, right? But who run the policies and predict laws or make laws over there in Jamaica? So-called white man, right? Give me Deuteronomy 28:15, brother. Right? You'll be an Israelite, brother, from the tribe of what? Benjamin, right? Say it one time, brother. Because you're not going to get this in the church, man. You'll be an Israelite, right? From the tribe of what? Benjamin. Right? Hey, you got to say that with some gut, brother. It's the best news you heard all life, man. Those your friends over there? Right? Yeah, brother, you know, hey, you know, the Lord, hey, read that, King. Read that.
We're coming from the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 15.
Read.
But it shall come to pass,
It's gonna happen, read.
if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy
If
God,
we don't listen to the law, statute, commandments given by our God, read.
to observe to do all his commandments,
No, some of them.
all his
No,
commandments,
just the 10.
all his commandments,
Read.
and his statutes,
Uh-huh.
which I command thee this day,
Read.
that all these curses,
All these what?
all these curses
Read.
shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So we don't listen to law, statute, commandments of our God. Like today, the Sabbath day. All these people that buying and selling, hey, the Lord can put them to death if he wanted to. But he showed mercy who he showed mercy to, and he have compassion, he have compassion to. Give me 16. Read 16.
We're coming from the book of Deuteronomy, 28, verse 16.
Read.
Cursed shalt thou be in the city.
What's the Lord say?
Cursed shalt thou be in the city.
How long you been in Raleigh? You live in Raleigh? What city you live in, North Carolina? Where? Roseville? How so-called blacks Hispanics living in Roseville? Are they at the top? Right? You ride through the hood, man. You see all these crack, drugs, prostitution in neighborhoods, right? Right? How we live in the neighborhood? How we live in the cities? So-called as a whole people. Do we own marbles? Why you think we put this event together today? We got permits. You know, Nancy Billingham called up the brothers and said, hey, y'all want to have an event today? Will Cooper sponsoring it, you know, gave money for this, right? Read that, King.
And cursed shalt thou be in the field.
Cursed shall thou be in the field, man. Tobacco fields, right? Cotton fields, the work field. You look around, who the last hired first fired? That's our people, man, because we didn't follow the commandments. See, the reason we're in a downtrodden state because we didn't follow the law, statute, and commandments.
That's right.
That's the game changer. So now when you turn back to these laws, statute, and commandments, the Lord is going to start blessing you, right? Hold that. Give me Exodus 22. I'm going to read one more for you, brother, so you can see yourself in the Bible. The thing is, for you can see yourself in the Bible because the Most High God is only coming back for the children of Israel. You ever heard that before? Right? So you think the Lord loves everybody? The Lord loves everybody, right? And you got that from the Christian church, right? That's your understanding, right? Read that, King.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 68.
Read.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
So we say again, that means we was once in Egypt. About to find out what Egypt is. Read that, King.
We're coming from the book of Exodus, chapter 20, verse 2.
Read.
I am the Lord thy God,
I am the Lord thy God. Read.
which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt.
Out of the land of Egypt, when Moses said what? Let my people go. He wasn't, there were still people in Egypt. Why didn't the Lord say let all the people go? He said my people. Because the Lord's people are the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. That's why there's 40 million churches worldwide, and the Lord is only looking for 144,000 elect men, right? So out of 40 million, you tell me you can't get 144,000, right? Read that.
Have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage.
Out of the house of bondage. So another name for Egypt is what? Read it again.
Have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage.
So another name for Egypt is what? Bondage. What's another name for bondage? Slavery, right? Somebody hold you at your free will? Slavery, right? Now we're going to read it back from the top right here. Read that, King.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
He's going to bring us back into slavery again. Read.
With ships.
With what?
With ships.
With what?
With ships.
With what?
With ships.
With ships, brother. Who the only nation of people that came over here on cargo slave ships? So-called blacks and Spanish, right? Native Americans. Read.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee.
It's going to happen just like the Lord says it's going to happen. Just like they teach in these colleges and these history classes about the transatlantic slave trade. Read.
Thou shalt see it no more again.
The Lord said we will never see that physical Egypt again or our homeland again. Read.
And there ye should be sold.
The Lord said when we got off those cargo slave ships, we would be sold. See, this is in the Bible, but the pastor and these churches do not teach the Bible. They preach the Bible. We're here to teach our people that first their nationality and then how you get salvation. So the Lord said we'll be sold. Now, what nation of people were we sold to? You can say it, brother. So-called white people, right? They not white. They red according to the Bible. Because in Genesis 25 and 25, they said 2 nations was in her womb. And the first came out red all over like a hairy garment. Because white, black, those are literally crayon colors, brother.
Right.
Right? We're not from Creolaville. Right? You slap one of these, in the sun, they turn red, man. Right? What they call them down south? They got a name for them down south. What they call them? Rednecks, right? Right? So the first came out red all over like a hairy garment. Right? Read that.
Be sold unto your enemy.
Unto your what?
Your enemies.
You said we were sold to the so-called white people, right? Now what did the Lord just call them? Read that again, King.
You should be sold unto your enemies.
So the Lord called these nations of people our enemies, brother. Particularly the nation of Edom, Esau, Edom. That'll be the biblical nationality of the so-called white man. He's an Edomite. That means he that is wasted. The Lord hates them so much. They the only nation of people he gave no melanin to. Even the Chinese man got melanin, right? That's why they burn up in the sun. That's why they wear sunblock and sunscreen, right? The sun hates them and the Most High Son hates them. This their kingdom, brother. They can walk around free, right? You got some more friends, brother. You got to go that way. Call them up, man, because, going back to Roseville. You said Reedsville? Roseville. Hey, brother, you got to call up Uber, man. Did you drive? Hey, brother, you got get out, brother. I'm telling you the best news. You got to get out, brother. You got to separate them one another. Read that, King.
For bondman.
For slave man.
And bondwoman.
And slave woman.
And no man shall buy you.
And no one's going to redeem us out of this captivity, man. The word buy there is redeem. No one's going to redeem us out of this captivity, man. Let me give you one more. Read that, King.
We're coming from the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 46. and they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder.
Just like this park, right? You see across the street, see marbles, right? That's a sign to let you know there's a place for kids, right? Or the movie theater, it'll say movie theater. That's a sign to let you know that you're going to the movie. Or a grocery store, right? Food line, Walmart. That's a sign. And for a wonder, it's going to make you think, right? These curses are going to make you think. This sign and a wonder is the curses that fit only us. We just read, that was a curse, by the way. When we were on the cargo slave ships and be sold to our enemy, that was a curse, right? Curse in the city, curse in the field, right? Those are curses. So these curses are a sign to let you know who God's chosen people are, right? Read.
Be a sign and a wonder, and upon thy seed forever. Because thou servest not the Lord thy God.
We don't want to follow the law, statute, commandments. Read.
With joyfulness and with gladness of heart.
We want to do things like shop on the Sabbath day and color our hair blue and green, right?
For the abundance of all things. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies. Shall serve thine enemies.
We were sold to our enemies, and now we serve our enemies because we work all these service jobs, right? Our people as a whole, we're not the CEOs of these companies, right? We don't own downtown Raleigh Alliance, right? Our people want to join with the so-called white man and oppress our people. Like we just came from across the street. I don't know if you ever heard of, man, right? But our own people conspired with crafty counsel to get us kicked off their property over there, man. Behind the scene, we know what's going on, man. We know the brothers been out. They've been on our head, ain't an elder for a minute. They get us away from over there, man. Our own people, right? Really?
To sin against thee in hunger.
When you hungry, brother, what the last thing you ate? What the last restaurant you went to, brother? What's the name of it? Who? Hooters? Oh, you went to Hooters, brother? Brother, you can't be going to Hooters, man. But do we own Hooters? So-called black man. Do the black man own Hooters? Right? Really?
And in thirst.
And in thirst. The last time you drank something, brother? The Sunny, tea, Coke. Do we own any of these places? Coca-Cola plant? We don't own this Sunny water. We don't own vitamin water, right? This juices, right? Really?
And in nakedness.
And in nakedness, but them clothes you got on, that Adidas shirt, right? Those starter shorts, right? We have to go to our enemy, right, to get those things. But these are curses, though. And even some of our brothers who say they got their own shops, right? You still got to get the material and the threads and the cotton, right, from the so-called white man, right?
And in want of all things.
You want a driver license, brother, right? You want health insurance. You want to go to college, right? You want to buy a car, need a mortgage loan. You got to go to your enemy in want of all things, right? Read.
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
Who had yokes of iron upon their neck, brother? During slavery time, we had yokes of iron on our neck, right? Read.
Until he have destroyed thee.
To what?
Until he have destroyed thee.
See, the Lord said until, right? He didn't say we will always have yokes of iron on our neck. Now we destroy it. We calling ourselves black, Jamaican, Puerto Rican, Dominican,
Wake him up,
a Native American. So the Lord said the white man will have the chains on our necks until we be destroyed, right? And now we destroy it for a lack of knowledge, right? Hold up. Read that, King. One more point, King.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 83, verse 2.
Read.
For lo, thy enemies make a tumult.
He said your enemies are gathering together, trying to conspire against us. Read.
And they that hate thee.
They that what?
That hates thee.
So they love us.
That hates thee.
Hey, y'all come hear the words of God, sisters. We're here for y'all. We're here to save y'all's life today. Come find out who you are according to the Bible, right? But they love the ways of this world. The Lord said, "Well, the straight is narrow is the way, man. This broad is the way to destruction." They love this, right? They love when America when they get to come out, right? Post COVID, people still wearing masks, man. The white man tell you pulling the mask. The Lord said He breathed breath into us, man. Right? You breathe out what? Carbon dioxide, right? And you breathe in what? Air. But if you can't breathe, right? Because the white man told you to put on a mask when there's nothing out here more than the common cold and the flu and pneumonia, right? You just breathing in your own CO2 gases, man. Right?
have lifted up the head. Verse 3.
Read.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people
Read.
and consulted against thy hidden ones. Verse 4. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation.
These people on this 12 tribes of Israel, Jacob 12 sons, they said, come, let us cut them off, right, from being a nation. When we're here preaching, most people just think we're talking about the so-called blacks and Hispanic, the blacks, right? But we are a nation of people, man. You see the Colombians, the Cubans, Puerto Ricans, Dominicans, Mexicans, right? West Indies, the Haitians, right? This is one nation of people. We are one nation, man, right? Read.
That the name of Israel,
The name of Israel, the Prince of Peace, Yahawahshi, read.
may be no more in
Now they
remembrance.
want you to call yourself black, African American, Hispanic, right? Because they don't want you to know that you Israelite from the tribe of Benjamin, brother. Read.
Verse 5. For they have consulted together
Right?
with one consent.
Just like they do at the United Nations. They're the so-called black that represents us in New York when they go to United Nations. No, read.
They are confederate.
They are what?
Confederate
Who's the Confederate, brother? Right? Down south, right? Confederate armies, right? Read.
against thee. Verse 6.
Now I'm about to give you some of these nations. Like, I'm going to explain it to you. Read.
The tabernacles of
The
Edom.
tabernacles of Edom, the Edomites are the so-called white people. So we say so-called because they really red, different shades of pink. Right? You're not gonna find white, black, Arab in the Bible, brother. Chinese, Japanese, you're not gonna find that. But when you do the etymology of words and you start studying this thing, man, you will know exactly what the Bible is talking about. So the Edomites will be the so-called white people, so-called white, but they're not white. You ever seen a man the color of this piece of paper, right? Like we're gonna have our own little game today. Anybody can find me a man the color of this paper right here, right? We got $5,000 for you, brother. We stepping the bid up today. We're trying to find this man. If you can find a man the color of this piece of paper, right? Come see the brothers. We got $5 grand. No, y'all can use $5 grand. We'll go hit the bank accounts. Brother get 500. I got about 2,000 in the stash box at home. The brother got 100 on his mattress. The brother might got about 900 stash in his cargo pants. We got $5,000 if you can find a man the color of this piece of paper.
And the Ishmaelites.
The Ishmaelites, the so-called Arabs, don't the Arabs come to our community, man? They setting up the corner stores, man, right? Smoke shops, and you'll see no Arabs going in there. But our people go in there because they set up against us, man. Read.
And Moab.
And Moab, so-called Chinese man. Right? Think about this, brother. Who wear all that weed and all that nonsense? So-called African American woman, right? Why you never seen an African American open up a beauty supply shop? That's common sense.
Wake them up.
Right?
Yeah.
They are confederate against us, man, because we don't follow the law, statute, and commandments. The Lord send these. Don't get it twisted. The Lord send these nations after us, man. Because nothing is done. No one has power over the spirit. Nobody. No matter what they say, no one has power over the spirit. So when he put that spirit in these other nations, guess what? They're going to act on it. Just like we always bring out, brother. You really think 20 white men, back when it wasn't no GMOs, the air was fresh, the water was clean, we were eating that good food, fish. You really think 20 white men gonna enslave 5,000 so-called Negroes my height, 2 times bigger than me in muscle mass? How do 20 white men subdue 5,000 so-called Negroes, brother? That just don't make no sense, right? But the Lord had a hand in that. Read.
And Hagarine.
The Hagarine, so-called Africans, we're not Africans, brother. Those are Hamites. We are Shemitic people, right? We're not from the nation of Ham. Read.
Verse 7. Jabal.
Jabal, that's more Africans. Read.
And Ammon.
Ammon, those are so-called Japanese man. Read.
And Amalek.
Amalek, those are fake Jews. The Jewish, right? The Jewish, they were the real Jews, right? You're looking at the so-called Jews and Israelites that the Bible speaks of.
That's right.
So-called Judah. You'll be a Jew, brother. There's the southern kingdom and the northern kingdom. The southern kingdom is consisted of Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, brother. You'll be the real Jew.
Teach them up.
You got these people in a whole nother land fighting over your land, brother.
That's right.
They were down here last weekend, brother, the Palestinians and the so-called fake Jews. Because the Jews, according to the Bible, give me that, just one more, give me that 14:2. Read.
Philistines.
The Philistines are more Africans, brother. Everybody in the ancient world was dark people, man. Right? But now they've been mixed and mingled, you know. Read.
With the inhabitants of Tyre.
Tyre, more Africans, brother. Right? So all these nations have set a confederate against the Lord's people, who are the Israelites. Got some more of that? That's it. Read that, King.
We're coming from the book of Jeremiah, chapter 14 and verse 2. Judah mourning.
Who's in mourning?
Judah mourning.
The real Jews and the real Israelites are in mourning right now. Right? Read.
And the gates thereof languish.
So we don't have no leadership, man. Right? We don't have no one that's speaking up for us at the United Nations. Right? You have Roy Cooper, Nancy Billingham, you know, the governors and the senators, right? They're all so-called white. Richard Burr. These are so-called white men. They ain't in our best interest, brother. Read.
They are black.
They are what?
They are black.
They are what?
They are black. They are black. Unto the
So
ground.
the real Jews are black into the ground. See, the thing is, brother, the pastors don't read the Bible. The Lord said, blessed is he that readeth, brother. That's the problem. They don't read. They go off feelings, man. We come out and ask you to teach the Bible as it is written, brother. So we weren't out here today. We probably would have ran into you. That probably was the spirit, man, because we was on that side, right? So the Lord put it in the spirit of so-called Edomites, man, and our Confederate, our own brother, to shift us from over there to here just to see you today, brother, right? Command goings are of the Lord, right? So with that, man, you'll be an Israelite from the tribe of what? From the tribe of Benjamin,
That's
brother.
right.
All praises, brother. All praise. You'll be an Israelite from the tribe of Benjamin, and you must separate from your enemies, man. I gotta tell you that, brother. Right? You gotta separate. They're not your friends, brother. Right? When y'all get pulled over with some weed in the car, guess who you gonna let go? They gonna let them go. They gonna get you though, brother. Right? And that's the truth. Hey, it's nothing. It's no hate, man. There's
Whoever
no.
got the stuff in the car, they own it up. That's
Huh?
how it goes. Whoever got the stuff in the car, they own it up. Or they can get their ass.
Well, you
That's
think
how
that.
it goes.
You think that, brother. They're going to say two of them against one. It's his officers. Who do you think he's going to arrest? They're going to see you, brother. Right? And with that, man, I'm going to let other brothers come out and edify, man. Brother, you'll be an Israelite from the tribe of Benjamin, brother. Right? Let's do some more research, man. And come back to your nationality, man. Separate from your enemies, brother.
That's right.
And with that, we'll say, Kom Yashala.
Kom Yashala.
Kom Yashala.
Kom Yashala.
Kom Yashala.
Kom Yashala.
Ah.